SMF Street Traders, happy holiday, happy Labor Day to Main Street as well. What we're going to be looking at is a monthly chart on CMG and the power of its uptrend versus the downtrend that happened over here and how far we ran. Key elements, SMF Street. Number one, let's get right down into the fact that this number right here is at 20.25 on the MACD. Write that down. Number two, the 10-month moving average is at 127.82, by the way. And that 10-month moving average had a 10-point advance in it from 119 on 8/1 to 9/1. We had what a powerful rising 10-month, and that's why you had that breakout up here to 166. Let's get that straight. So basically the bottom of this breakout range was exactly 151 to the 166.52 high, 151.63 on the low. This is the monthly range for 9/1, and that we've only been in a couple of days. But let's get back to where the low of the bottom of that breakout was at 141. That's right here in August. Okay, and that's the range. 141 at that time to a 154.43. We went up, broke the high, went to that 166.52, which is very important. And basically, we're going to get overbought. We're at 92%, folks. And I meant SMF Street Traders, is that we're going to go through the full put option trade. But first, I have to have the MMTs having this chart and understanding where we're at. They understand it. So basically, 92 there. Your monthly CCI is at 122.83. The ranges, as we are going to get all the buyers in and they will get topped up, once they're all in, we will short against them. I'm going to show you now a weekly snapshot of where this weekly breakout occurred off the 20-week rising 10-week. What a nice move to take higher. But now we're getting a little bit overextended. The monthly chart is the key. What you do want to write down here, because the monthly is much more important, but the weekly MACD has went from the previous week was 10.7999, so we had an advance there at 11.5. It's important. The 10-week moving average is 146.84. MMTs, make sure you get that down. And we'll plug all the data into our SMF trading platform. So basically, I'm sorry, another chart came up. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to get that top put in as it exasperates and it gets up there and all the buyers, and there just won't be enough buyers. There won't be enough volume up there at that top or that reversal is going to happen, SMF MMT. And that's the part of this trade that we're going to monitor. And then we're going to go to the SMF MMT put option, call option, inflated, deflated, and the glory of making money, SMF MMT. That's your weekly view, just to let you know. Those are the numbers that are key. Again, we're really focusing on the monthly. MMTs, one of the things you will want to know in this video is that you want to put the 620 52-week swing high. That was 155. That's ultimately going to be your drop down bid at support, and we'll find out what happens. So there's a big trade there. And then I'll move on to the options. SMF Street Traders, the nice thing about this here is we have the $150 call. You've already seen the monthly chart and the weekly charts on the same video. Now, as those breakouts and those weekly dollar price action movements, they rang that thing right back up to the top of that 150 call. Last time we got up here, look what happened. They get inflated, they come down, SMF Street. Here, let's make sure you understand it again, as you do. This is what they do. They go down in value, 15, 16. So we're right back up here. We made the high. That's an in the money call. On the flip side, down here, when you take a look at that 160 put, which is for September, we're looking at the September, and it's totally deflated. It fell off the cliff right here at $10 in this last little light holiday week rally, clear down here to almost nothing. Here, let's show you the prices on it. SMF MMTs. And so this is a September contract. Here's the low, $1.90. Write it down, SMF MMTs right now. Today's date happens to be 9/5/2010. Time 9:39 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, coming directly to the SMF MMT trading staff. Whether you're on the U.S. side or whether you're looking at this, if foreigners, people, you all qualify to be on SMF Street. Main Street, who's been hammered down and doesn't understand all the trade managements, SMF Street opens its door to you. Don't discount what we do. Rather, take the 5 free day trial and see the truth and witness it yourself. All you have to do is witness. We do these live trades during the live market hours, Monday through Friday. You're welcome to sit in on 5 days. If you're looking for a new solution in your life, well, then I would take the 5-day free trial. There, you will witness the truth. The truth will speak for itself. SMF Street traders, here we are ready to rumble. We're rumbling right here. We've got a deflated put option. $1.90 was the low. What I'm also going to put on here, MMTs, I'm going to go to that 160 put for October. You can see here that the October contract, the frontline month of this September expiration, was right up here at the highs, $9. Then we got down here. We got to a secondary high right here during this daily move. 710 was the open and the high was 750. That's a $1.50 difference. Check this out. It opens at 530, makes the intraday high that day of a dollar move. As the equity on CMG had pulled back, you got a dollar move off. So you got the open and you put in a high. Okay, the low was 530. The current price, the last print, is what we'll go by, and we'll be looking at a longer term structure trade as we do SMF Street, meaning that you can ring the cash register at the right time on the September contract, and as you're making those profits, you can also put some of them profits in here, and we'll do some other ones. We'll take a look at the call prices as well. SMF Street traders, the high on the 155 call, which is totally inflated. You can see the tops. You can see that high got put in 1259. You can see the low was 938. The previous day's close was 1020. The last print was 980. So basically, that's where that deflated call hit, and it popped right down and gave up that gain. Almost $2.50, $2.40 some odd pennies, whatever case is. Here it is. That's what happens when they get inflated. They have to come back down. So the SMF MMT trader, options market maker that you are, you get paid while the public holds the call down. You, SMF MMTs, get on this side of the trade. That's that 160 put. SMF MMT, here it is. This is that 155 put option, and here's that 155 call. And that means that the public has to be what? Dismantled. They never know when to sell up here. I'm sorry. Doesn't make people bad. You know, once you see something moving up, you might think it's going to go all day. Sorry, there's an imbalance here, SMF MMT master option traders that you are, is that this 155 hits a low of $1.05, had a high of $1.70, opened at $1.10, and guess what? It's totally deflated. SMF MMT's lock, load, command. I will give you all of the entries off of the tape. You'll write them down. You'll be ready to lock and load Tuesday through next Friday. And the thing about it is, like I said, everyone deserves the education, the know-how, and the execution. That's why SMF Street opened its doors to you and a free 5-day trial. Welcome to these profits, SMF. They're wonderful. Basically, deflated, inflated, time to get busy and make some money.